When he was first booked for Milan Fashion Week, Eugon was writing mid-year matric exams. He'd never walked a runway, so he watched YouTube videos, taught himself, and brought the house down.
That was great fun, but you look like an old pro out there, and you're still so young.
Well, it's only been 2 years that I've been doing it, though, so I've actually learned a lot as well, you know?
What would you consider your favorite, the catwalk or more photographic work?
Where I can express myself, I'll actually say catwalk, but we call it runway.
Runway, oh, of
Yes.
course. Okay, now I'm learning the terminology.
Yeah.
So you look so focused and stern on that runway. What are you thinking about?
Well, it depends on the designer and what the concept of the runway is as well. So if it's casual, you put a casual face on. But if it's serious, seductive, and then you'll, you know, strike that face.
In Paris, they love skinny models. In New York, bald with six-packs. And in Europe, in between. Models need to be chameleons.
Has anybody ever told you that you look like Tyson Beckford?
Yes, I've been told that many a times.
I think you're actually a little bit better looking than him,
Oh,
to be
yeah?
entirely honest. Just saying. So, seriously though, you weren't always a top runway model. I mean, you were just a Cape Town boy.
Yes, I was. And I mean, if I didn't do modeling, I would have been doing hurdles. I would have been an athlete. And I just put everything into it, and now I'm a model.
Well, you definitely kept up with me on the runway today.
And how about I actually invite you to one of my training sessions?
Oh, with pleasure.
Eugon does cardio training in the morning, some exercise in the evening, and watches those burgers.
Now, designers and scouts across the world are completely blown away by not only your face, but your legs as well. You obviously train incredibly hard.
Well, it started off with sprinting, I must say. I was an athlete when I was in high school, and I used to do hurdles. And that's where these legs came from.
You almost took up athletics professionally.
I went to Argentina, and I came back, actually, with 2 golds, 1 silver, and a bronze in the hurdles and in the 400-meter hurdles as well. And after the Argentina trip, modeling started happening, and that's where everything changed.
Your legs are pretty epic, but I really want like the best in the country. You're gonna have to help me out.
Well, I could put you to a test, actually, and then we can see what we can do with those legs, you know? I mean, come on, Jeannie D.
The pay is generous, so motivation to stay in shape is easy.
Hey, Jeannie, come and show you a thing or two you can actually do on those calves, eh?
Okay, on this?
Yeah.
I've never trained on a pair of sunnies before. I've sat on them before.
Oh, okay. So let's go on there, and then you bring up your one leg across to the other. Yeah, and then you just twitch up. There we go. 1, 2.
I know you probably might not believe me, but this exercise is really easy for me.
It's easy, right?
Have you seen the heels I walk in?
Now, how about I show you something else? You go down,
Yeah.
and then you bring your legs up. But as you do it, you squeeze your ankle, you know? So, it's like that.
Okay.
See if you can do that. 1, 2. And how are you feeling that, though?
Yeah,
Do you think you could do that for 10 minutes?
Seriously, you do this for 10 minutes. You don't really have.
No, honestly.
I'll watch you for 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, I don't mind any spectators, though.
Driven and disciplined, his single mom, Edwina, raised him right.
All the major stars have a story where they remember how they made it, you know, how they were discovered. What's yours?
Well, mine is I was discovered at a wedding, which I was best man at.
Yeah.
And Shane Bezatenot is the guy that scouted me there. And at that time, I was in high school. I was 16 years old. And he told me, look here, let's do a few shoots. You got the look. And we went to a few agencies. And at first, I was denied. But so I went to base model management. And that's where things started to boom immediately. You know?
Oh, the agency that denied you must be kicking themselves today.
Well, they'll be watching this, and that's why.
You're obviously being paid quite handsomely for your handsome face. What was the first thing you did with your big paycheck?
My first big paycheck actually went to my mom. Yes, it went to my mom.
Ah, how can somebody this beautiful also have a heart that beautiful? Okay, so what are you going to do with your next big paycheck?
It will actually definitely be a car.
Oh, yes, man after my own heart. A hot set of wheels.
Definitely.
I actually might have something for you.
That being a test drive in a V12-powered luxury coupe with a monster 6-liter engine.
Eugon, you definitely are my new favorite supermodel. So I've decided to give you a little treat for the day. Something that reminds me a lot of you, because you are really racy and dynamic.
That's all me.
You've got amazing angles. And your legs are definitely twin turbos. What do you say we go for a little spin?
Well, I think you should actually go for the first test drive before I do it.
Consider this speed dating.
If one day he buys wheels like these, they'd certainly suit a man who hopes to be known everywhere by the time he's 21. His dream is also to own a house in Camps Bay, but until then, when in town, he stays with his mom and enjoys what no amount of money can buy: homemade biryani.